Hey guys, I wanted to take just a second and show you what is happening inside the body when we're doing a double hip squeeze. So you saw Penny Simkin do it on a pregnant mom in her slow dance video. And I have a picture here for you to see where my hands are positioned when I'm doing the double hip squeeze on someone. But I want to talk about what's happening with the pelvis. And I think that will help you visualize what's going on when you're doing the double hip squeeze. Partners, it'll help you know where to put your hands. And moms, it'll help you know how to direct your partner when they're doing it if you want them to move their hands up or down. If we can picture what's going on the inside, it will also give you a better idea of why this is so effective. So this is my pelvis, and let me turn to the side so you can see. Here's the tailbone, and this would be the mom's front. And I would be standing behind her if I'm doing a double hip squeeze. She may be leaning. If she's leaning, it's going to be tipped a little bit like that. So she may be leaning up against the bed. She may be on hands and knees, but she'll be somewhere in here. Right here is called the iliac crest, and that's what we're aiming for with our hands. And if you can feel for your hip bone, that's what this is, the iliac crest. So you're going to have your hands towards the top of the iliac crest, and you're going to be squeezing together. So if the mom is over here, we're squeezing this way. And you can see my elbows are out, my fingers are pointed up. Having your elbows out is going to give you a lot better leverage. So if you're pushing like this, your arms are going to wear out really fast. If you have your elbows up, you can use more of your back muscles, and you'll be able to do this for a longer period of time. And most people love this in labor. And so if you start, you may be doing it for quite a while. So elbows out, use your back muscles to squeeze. And the reason this is so effective is because the pelvis works a bit like a clothespin. So when we squeeze on the top, it opens on the bottom. And my pelvis is not jointed, so you won't be able to see as much movement as is really going on. But even with this, you can see, look at these bones here. Watch these when I squeeze. Can you see that open up? So the baby's head is right here. When we're towards the end of active labor, in transition, the baby's head is very low, and it's putting pressure on all of this, especially if the water is still intact. That's also adding to this pressure. So as we squeeze and we open up that space, it not only makes more room for the baby to move down, but it also is relieving that pressure where the baby's head is pushing on the mom's pelvis. Now, if you have two support people, if you have the dad and the grandma, or a friend and a doula, or two people that can be there to help, you can also do this same technique with two people, and it's a lot less muscle intensive. So you can have one person on each side, one person on mom's left, one person on mom's right, and you can use your hand in the same way. We're pushing in the same place at the top of that iliac crest. But with two people, you can anchor your elbow in your side and push this way. So you're each pushing this way and leaning into it. And that way you're not really using your arm muscles at all. You're just using your body weight to lean. And you can do that for a very long time without getting very tired. So having two support people, if you like this, is really helpful. This is when you can go ahead and practice. Go ahead and practice it right now. Mom can get on her hands and knees, or on her knees and lean her body onto the couch, or just standing and leaning over the counter or the back of the couch, just so that your partner can have access to your hips. Any position will work as long as he can get to your hips or she can get to your hips. And then practice the different positioning, see where it feels comfortable. And this feels really good even when you're not in labor, even when you're not pregnant. It relieves some of the nerves in your lower back. And so I love to practice this one in class because it feels good all the time. So send me an email if that doesn't make sense, if you have any questions about that. Otherwise, I hope this will be very useful to you in your labor.